As Alberta looks to attract more film sets like The Last of Us from 2021, Premier Danielle Smith sending a message Monday. If a film crew has a vaccine policy, and even if it fits the current law,
there is a film set that I have heard is discriminating against his hairdressers, and so I've asked my minister to give them a phone call.
Smith not moving forward with her previous promise to make COVID-19 vaccination status protected under human rights law this year. Instead, vowing to do something experts call unethical.
For instance, the Arctic Winter Games wanted $1.2 million from us to support their effort, and they were discriminating against the athletes, telling them they had to be vaccinated. So we asked them if they would reconsider.
Creating a perception among the public that these funds are being used for partisan purposes. And it's really pretty unethical of the Premier to say, nice funding you've got here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
While Smith didn't specifically say the funding would be pulled, political watchers and legal experts say she sent a message.
I think it's problematic that we're doing this via the back door and we're phoning individual businesses rather than putting it in the Human Rights Act.
Professor Lorianne Hardcastle says making vaccine status a human right would add an independent oversight from the human rights tribunals, which would need to weigh competing rights and could add legal nuance.
And they might say, for example, that if a business serving a vulnerable population is going to have vaccine mandates for their employees, they might say that that's a reasonable occupational requirement in that context.
We should all expect government to apply the same sort of rules to everybody, but moreover, we should expect government to behave in a way that is consistent with the public good rather than their own political agenda.
When it comes to the Arctic Winter Games, we don't know the exact details of the call and whether or not medical officials provided advice. But the Games confirming there will be no vaccine mandate when they welcome international athletes in the Wood Buffalo region this January. But in a statement saying they will support any jurisdiction who wishes to enforce its own requirements, including other measures related to COVID-19, and that organizers are exploring health measures such as masking as respiratory illnesses, including COVID, are still prevalent. In Edmonton, Carly Robinson, City News.